So the court put the smackdown on President Joe Biden. That's coming up next on the show.
Life's too short to wear a shirt. I mean, a boring shirt. Check out www.shinybrandproducts.com.
Appeals court, Craig, has temporarily halted Biden's student debt relief program.
Good on them.
Despite millions already applying for it. Can I get a list of those millions? I might call them up.
I'm sure if that list was publicized, they'd be getting lots of phone calls from hardworking people that are going to have to pay for their college.
Yes. I wanted to circle back. We miss her.
Oh, God, I hate that saying.
To this because we've talked about it before on the show. And, you know, of course, the Republicans are the ones blocking it. Shame on them. But, you know, it's pretty interesting because according to our Constitution, the President of the United States should not have this kind of power in order to just hand out taxpayers' money to people that, frankly, make up to $250,000 a year.
You mean they can't just forgive $400 billion in student loans?
Right.
To buy votes?
Right.
Okay. Just checking.
It's, you know, but the Biden administration says, just keep applying.
Right. We'll get through this.
I don't know. It's so, and then people are saying, well, Marjorie Taylor Greene took out X amount of dollars in PPP loans, and Matt Gaetz or Gatz or however you say it, the big, you know, Florida guy, and all these people, the Republicans took out this. Well, you know, so the government shut their places down, and the PPP loans was for payroll.
Yeah.
So people could get paid.
Yep. It was abused by all parties.
All parties.
All across.
But it was never, that was the whole part of that program was the government shut everything down and nobody was going to be able to get paid because everybody had to go home.
Mm-hmm.
Businesses weren't going to be able to keep paying people. Let's get into how the Obama administration would bail out all the big car manufacturers in his terms, and all these other things, and airlines, and
Wall Street.
All of it. It's insane.
Yep.
So, pointing fingers. What did you say before we started recording? When you point your finger.
There's 3 pointing back at you.
Yeah.
And this isn't a DFL thing or a
No.
GOP thing. Don't throw stones when you live in a glass house kind of thing. I'm glad that the courts have kind of stood up and said, no, we need to get through this. We need to make sure this is legally possible before they start doling out taxpayer money, which unfortunately that should probably be done on a lot more things, but he can't make an order like that. That's just, it's not right. It's not the way our Constitution is written. It's not the way our country runs.
No. Can you imagine what that would do to inflation?
I think he's already done enough damage. We don't need any more. Yeah. It's irresponsible. It is, and we've talked about this before, and I don't want to repeat everything of, obviously student loan programs need to be reformed.
Yes.
Just like the bank predatory lending in 2007, that collapsed our housing industry. It's the same thing right now. They're predatory loans for students that aren't reading the fine print and signing contracts that there's no way that they can cover them. But this isn't this is a Band-Aid on fixing a bad program.
Yeah, it's not even a Band-Aid.
No,
it's
no,
a buy.
you're just
buying the
hemorrhaging
votes.
cash.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally buying votes.
So go research this kind of stuff and dig into how deep it is, people, because this is deep bad stuff when you start doing these types of things. It's not going to help anybody out. It's certainly not going to help the students out. It's not going to help taxpayers out. It's not going to help reform the student loan system as a whole. The price of tuition is skyrocketed. Let's talk about that as a fix.
Absolutely.
I mean, the percentage that it's gone up on these federal schools is insane.
Because they know the money is there.
Yep.
And this is only going to exacerbate that.
Exactly.
It's only going to get worse.
Yep. So
It'll be interesting to see what comes of this. Obviously, nothing's going to probably be resolved before the November elections. But I'm pretty sure this will come up in 2 years.
yes.
In
Yes.
the next presidential election.
For sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Hey, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Go ahead and hammer out a comment to AskMatt at MattLoganSpeaks.com and talk about my hair again. Craig doesn't like it when I pick on him. See you next week.